What's up? What it do, YouTube family? It's your boy Gaddy. We're back with another video. This the shop update. Yeah, a little update of the shop, what we did, what else we did so far. And we're closing in, getting ready to move in real soon. So I'm gonna give y'all a little update of where we at. So we got the AC unit in the office. It's cooling it pretty good, so I think we're good on it. And we got the desk set up. Big CEO. We got the computer set up. We gotta get the printer, fax machine, all that set up in here too. So next, I got this flooring. I bought the flooring, but I don't really like it. I don't like the color of it. So I think I'm gonna go to Lowe's and pick out something a little better than this. Cause this one here, I'm gonna like a paperback. It's this linoleum, but I done seen some that's kind of foam back instead of the paper, so I think it'll last a little longer. And the color, I ain't really feeling. And I picked it out and bought it, but once I got it here, I wasn't really feeling it. So we gonna do something else on that flooring. And I got my logo coming. I'm go on that wall right there. And I think that's it in the office. Oh, and I got like a bench type deal that's gonna sit on that wall for the customer that's waiting on something, a little quick job or something, or just doing some business in here. They have somewhere to sit. So that's it in the office. I'm gonna take you out to close the door. Take you out in the shop. Right now, I am cutting 1/2 inch metal pipe for my airline. Just cut it. Gotta put my fittings in. You saw I got some couplings, some outlets, T's, and all that stuff to put in. So I'm just getting the pipe cut. I know where I want it. I know where it needs to be cut because I already taped it off. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then I got an air compressor coming from Lowe's, and we gonna run it. Just the one for the paint booth is gonna sit outside behind this wall, and we gonna run it in with my filter, the dryer. We're gonna run the pipe up and across up here, and we're gonna go in the paint booth. And then we're gonna come in the paint booth. Come in the paint booth up top and run it along this wall somewhere. Come drop down and split it. I'm gonna have one outlet here, come across. I'm gonna have another one over here. So that way I have two hoses I can hook up on either side and get around the car without dragging the hose around the car. Hey, let me out. Yeah, so this is what we're doing right now. That's where we at. I think that's the only piece. These are the only pieces that are left to where we can actually move in and actually start working in here. We gotta have air. Can't do nothing without air. So once we get the air, get the air compressors over here, and we can rock out then. All the other stuff is just really just stuff to trim it out. Gotta finish trimming it. They still making my pieces to go, my metal pieces to trim that out. My gutters gonna go across the top up there, and the downspouts where the water run out. So those pieces ain't gonna stop us from getting the work done. But most definitely got to finish it. Want it to look like it's supposed to, how I envisioned it. So, but the most important thing is getting this air going, so we can at least get in here and start getting it done. So I'm gonna finish cutting these pieces, and we're probably gonna hang them up. And I gotta go get the all the fittings and couplings and all that stuff from the guy that got them. So I'm gonna cut y'all back on when we get that stuff and start threading. I had rented a pipe threader. We're gonna thread these pipes, and we're gonna put the fittings on. So I cut y'all back on when we start doing this stuff. All right, fam. So we back. We got the pipe stand. Couldn't do it without that, so I had to go borrow that. And we turning the fittings on now. Pipe dope. And that's some grown man work threading these pipes. So we're gonna get that knocked out and cut y'all back on when we get hooked up. Okay, family, so we got the most of the pipe together. All we got left is to put our elbows on. And I gotta get some more fittings, a 1/2 inch, little small piece is threaded on both ends or so we can screw into there, screw into here, and screw into here. And that's why our outlet's gonna come in. We're gonna come out at four points. That's how we got left. Another elbow and put our outlets on. Then we're gonna use these to scrap it to the wall. Connected it right there with a coupling. This one right here, we're gonna just come straight out once we get our threaded piece, male end, to screw into both ends. We're gonna come out on that end. This end, we're gonna go through the back wall. It's gonna run out to the air compressor. Air compressor gonna sit behind the building. That's where the wire going to it. And another end here, same way. Gonna be an outlet, elbow outlet. And we're gonna come in with the other air compressor just for the paint booth. We're gonna come in somewhere in this area. We're gonna come in, come up. Or we might just go straight across, because that's where we're coming in the paint booth at. Might just come across and drop it down outside. But we'll get that figured out. But we drilled a hole through the paint booth, came in right here. We came in, come down. So boom, we're gonna put our male end in there, double side male end, put our outlet right here. We already strapped it to the wall, caught the 2x4 in there. And boom, we're gonna come down here, another elbow and outlet on this end. So that's gonna be the move. Quite simple, I ain't never did pipe work before. I tell you, it's some tough work, especially doing it with that, the manual one. I heard they got an electric one, but this is my first time ever doing this type of work. And it's some tough work. You know, maybe for somebody that know I've been doing it, maybe it ain't so bad, but for me, the first time, it was pretty tough, but we got it figured out. My dad came to help me, and I think it turned out pretty good. We're gonna finish it up, ran out of fittings and stuff, so we're gonna, we got a couple cutout valves to put in at some point. But that's the move though. We got most of it done, knocked out in a couple hours. So man, by the time we done with this, man, we're gonna be jack of all trades for real. But man, we doing pipe work, little carpenter work, electricity, turn to electrician, and we doing it all, man. So when we get the fittings, we're gonna come back and finish it up, and then, you know, we're gonna cut y'all back on. Alright, fam, about to go in Lowe's, get out a couple pieces. Got the off-whites on today. Yep. Alright, family, that's the pieces we need. We're gonna dig through them and see what we got, what we need to get. Alright, family, so we just left Lowe's picking up our little fittings. We had to come across the highway to Harbor Freight to get this pipe threader ratchet. Cause the one we borrowed, it wasn't working like it's supposed to. It wasn't cutting the threads. It stopped cutting the threads completely. So I just came over here and bought another tool, and hopefully it'll get the job done, get us through what we got to do. You know, it didn't cost much. I think it was like around like $50. You know, they said you get what you pay for, so hopefully it hold up and get us through what we doing. And we're gonna get back and we're gonna get the rest of this stuff knocked out, and then hopefully we'll be done with that. One last fitting to do. Alright, so I'm gonna give y'all a little walk around of everything we done so far. We got most of the pipe put together. Got the outlets in. That's where we're gonna stick the air hose in. Not bad for a first time job. We got 4 of these spots. And this one where it's gonna go out the back wall to the air compressor. That's where it's gonna feed the air in. That's where it's gonna come in at. That's the last one. So we're gonna have 4 along the wall outside in the shop. Then we're gonna have another separate air compressor, which is gonna go out at that valve and go out the wall down to the air compressor. Gonna come in. There's a shutoff valve on and off. Turn the air on and off in case I need to work on my filters. The filters in the dryer. I gotta get a 1/2-inch plug to cap that off because I didn't have a coupling to put right there, so I used that. Just gotta get a cap. And we come in, it's gonna feed into the paint booth. Come in, come down to the first outlet. It's gonna go down on this side of the booth. That way I can have my air hose, 2 air hoses. I can unhook on each side of the vehicle. I won't have to drag the hose around the vehicle and paint. And that's the second outlet. Like I said, it ain't too bad for a first time job. So we're gonna get everything cleaned up. Probably gonna paint this pipe in here white. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And might paint this out here gray just so it'll blend in, but we might not. It don't look bad to me. So as long as everything works like it should, we good. And sometimes you just gotta figure it out and get shit done. And that's what we did. Never done pipe work before, but we got it done. Thanks to a little help from the people that know how to do this work. They showed me, and we went forward. I got my tools I only use one time, but it might come in handy in the future. So we're gonna hold on to it, didn't cost much. You know, we gotta return this, I guess they call it a table, pipe table, a vise, or whatever. Gotta return it, and this big one here, which the teeth got dulled out on us on that one. So, and we getting closer and closer to moving in. Gotta get the air compressors over here. Got 2 air compressors, which my old air compressor is gonna run this out here in the open shop area. And I got a new air compressor just to supply the paint booth. So we get those over here, we get the pipes ran outside and hooked up. Man, we'll be ready for bidding then. And I'm ready for it.